Look at this. Ade is Ade the house husband.
Yeah,
look at that.
Look at all the washing I've had to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever. He looks like he's never done it before in his life, doesn't he?
Washing?
Whatever. Can you do it quietly, please? I'm filming. Well, you've obviously realised we're at Ade's. A bit of a dash over this morning because Ade's got worried about his fish flicking. So there they am. I know.
He's got some white milkers coming up on him.
White series.
Yeah.
Oh, you've just done all your parameters, haven't you? You said they're absolutely fine.
I'm
so
just going to do the chlorine on it. I'm just doing the filter clean.
Alright.
That's why the pond's a bit low.
So you've not done the chlorine yet?
No, I'm going to do it in a minute.
You can do that now before we start messing, just to make sure
so
it's not...
He's going to get fed, he does.
Yeah.
He's coming up for food.
Doorstep's still looking good. I'm sure he's growing.
He has. I'm going to measure him. Look at them when I had them off of the carcass, how small I was.
Yeah. That's it, even when you stop feeding, it's amazing how things seem to still keep on growing. Tancho's looking good. Well, they're looking good, mate, so we'll stop and observe them for a bit and see if we can see any flicking, but at the minute, I think you're making it up.
Yeah, because I only wanted you, Claire, to come round because I've missed you.
Because you missed us over Christmas.
I've missed you all. The three musketeers are back together again.
There's the other two. I know. Just bang me head on the roof, do you know what I mean?
The three musketeers are back together again.
Absolutely. Anyway, we'll come back in a bit. Yeah?
Well, I can't get my KH up. Cannot get it up.
And have you tried the buffer up?
I've tried, that stuff I had from Koi Collection.
Yeah.
K3, what's it?
Yeah.
That'll go up, it's stable at 7.1.
That's your pH, not your KH.
No, my KH, it's been exactly the same.
All right. Okay.
It's 60 at the minute.
So I use buffer up and it makes a big difference. We'll have a look in a minute.
Yeah.
So just while I was doing his chlorine test, just to, I think I caught this last time I was here, but Clegg, that's a combination of Clegg and somebody else. Ade went for the same sort of method as Magro, so he's actually created walls with polycarb all the way around, and the end wall, he's on a hinge so he can just lift it up and down. So that's a good idea, which seems to be doing the trick. So our plan for today is get some of the fish out that Ade's seen flashing, give them a scrape, give them a look under the microscope and just see if we can spot anything in there. But I know we've only been here sort of 10 minutes at the minute, but I ain't seen nothing flick yet. So Craig's brought his drone out, his new toy. Had it going at my house the other day. Look at that beauty. I'm gobsmacked how stable they are in flight. And it's a really windy day today. They're so clever. That's us washing the drone.
In case I get spotted on there, you know what I mean? I'll try and watch.
They are amazing, and the camera footage is brilliant. Anyway, back to the task at hand. We've had 2 fish out, and we've spent a good old while on the slides after we scraped, and there's not a sausage on them, so we're going for a third now to see if we can see any on another one that's been flashing. So bit of a jump, didn't do much more filming because we ended up bowling all these fish and measuring them. I'm sure Ade will put that out if he wants to. But the good news is we got back from Ade, and yeah, basically all the scrapes were clean. There was not a thing on there, no flukes, no trick, no costia, nothing at all. And to be honest, in the time we were there, I never saw a fish flick once, so not quite sure what it was, but hopefully it was just the fish scratching, basically. So I'm back, got back home now. Thought I'd make use of the next couple of hours. So if I spin you round, I'm in the shed now, not the filter house. I'm watching the Twisted one on his live. But what I've decided to do is, I don't know how well you get this, it's so shiny, but if you watch one of my previous videos when we went to have a look at Lee's, Lee very kindly gave me this 3-tier Bakki Shower, which I have cleaned to within an inch of its life. So it's like a mirror, to be honest with you. You know, I'm so chuffed with it, it's unbelievable, it's that well made. And I actually met the chap that makes these, apologies I can't remember your name sir, but I actually met the chap that makes these when I went to Coventry Koi Collection a couple of trips ago. So I had a good chat to him, but yeah, I thought I'd start knocking some bits and pieces about and getting it ready, because I bought some bits, as you can see there, from Quenny. So I'll put it on the floor and I'll show you what I've got up to and show you what I'm doing. So you know, it's like you start fettling, you start messing before you know what you're doing. You've done a ton of stuff and haven't picked up the camera. But anyway, this is sort of as far as I've got at the minute. 2-inch tube for the spray bar, and obviously just an end cap glued onto the end of it. Now my whole configuration, I really don't think you'll be able to tell, but they're actually cut, they're actually drilled at 90 degrees. So you've got a row on the bottom there, you've got a row at 45 degrees that, and a row at 45 degrees to that. So basically when it's on, you've got the two outside ones spraying, it's not a very good illustration, spraying at 45 degree, and the middle one obviously spraying straight down. And I've also done them off center, so as you can see, so the two outside ones are the same, but the central one is in the middle. And at the moment those are only drilled with 4mm holes, so I need to obviously play about with pressures and things, but show you it in there. There you go. So that's how it fits at the moment, but obviously with the spray pointing down, and then that will be full of media. What I've also done is, because I've noticed on a lot of people's Bakki showers how the water sort of trickles down the outside here. So for any of you that have ever done any kayaking or canoeing, you know that you put donuts, they're called donuts, little rubber rings on your paddle, so that when your paddle's been in the water and you lift it up, instead of the water running down the paddle and into the kayak or over your hands, it basically forms a drip barrier. So what I have here are these are hard plastic donuts. They're not rubber ones, but again they're 2-inch internal diameter. So what I'm going to do with these, don't know whether I'll be able to do it and film, but I'll give it a go. I'll show you how they fit on. Don't quite know how good this shot's going to be, but it is what it is. But anyway, these just slip over there quite snugly, so there'll be one over that side and one on this end, and then once that's in position they just push against the inside. What I might do as well is just drill a small pilot hole through there and actually put a screw in there, and it will actually hold them in position. And eventually I want to actually glue this up properly and have it in a permanent position. But for now, just to give me some play, how I've decided to do this is, rather than using a rubber 90, I've just put a 100mm piece of pipe in a 90 and glued that in. I've left 45mm of pipe sticking out here, and I'm actually going to put a straight connector on there and put that into the straight connector, and then have pipe coming down off it. And the reason for that, quite simply, is because a straight connector gives me the opportunity to put 2 more Jubilee clips on there, because you know how paranoid I am about rubber fittings failing, as it were. So, and obviously there's going to be water pressure into there. Probably overkill, but I don't care. But yeah, there'll be two more Jubilee clips on there, because that's oops, moving the camera. As I say, that's just enough room to get 2 on. And then obviously only got a straight piece of pipe at the minute, but the pipe will then go down there. It's awful doing everything with one hand. This is when I need Claire, my camera lady. But yeah, the pipe obviously will go down there, and all I'm going to do is go down to the side of the pond, to the copings, and then 2 90s, 1 out, 1 down, and put the pump straight into the water. Just literally leave the pump halfway up the pond wall. So that's, as I say, it's a bit difficult to see because of the reflection, but that is my setup, or it will be to start with. And in here, I'm gonna trial the K1 sinking media. So I've got a load of that black K1 sinking media that I use in my grow-ons, and it's being kept alive in the other filter. I'm just going to see how it gets on with that. I've got Alpha Grog even. I met my own up, and obviously I'll probably end up going down the route of ceramic media, but I just want to try it basically and see what it's like. I'm not going to bother putting it in bags or anything, because as you can see, this has got a perforated honeycomb floor. Nothing can get through anywhere basically. So yeah, that is my basic setup, and obviously there's a stainless steel lid to go on the top of there when it's all done. I'm knocking everything over at the minute. So I'm going to get this ready to get set up, and then the first sort of decent-ish day we get, I might not get it up running, but I might fit it all up. So I'll stop where we are at the minute, and then I'll show you the pump I've got. So the pump I've decided to go with for starters, see whether it works or not, is the Oasi Aquamax Eco Classic 12,000C. So this is basically 12,000 litres per hour pump. You know, that's basically turning over the entire contents of my pond effectively. And it's the controllable version, so it's the same as a Vary pump. I'm sure you've seen 1,000 of these before, but I'll get it out and come back to you. So I've got this same 12,000 and an 18,000. Those are the 2 pumps I've got in my individual unit at the minute, but without the cages on. So because I'm putting this straight in the pond, I'm going to leave the cage on. And as I say, I'm going to put it literally halfway down the wall, just standing up like that. So I'm going to have the one of the bits I got from Quenny when we went for a quick visit. So I've obviously got that, and then the pipe will be glued in. The wire that you can see attached to that at the minute, that obviously goes into the water, comes out through the side of the filter house. That will plug into there, and then that's the actual controller for the pump. So it gives you the speed as a percentage of the speed, it gives you the runtime in hours, the power consumption in watts, the revolutions per minute, and obviously you can speed it up, you can slow it down, all those good things that you want for a Vary pump. But I think I'm not looking for it to be a proper Bakki Shower with like 30,000 litres crashing over it. Mine is very much a bit of additional filtration, and also for the sound of running water. This is the real reason that I want it in the garden. So I'm only going to be running it quite lightly, really. But if I decide to run it, you know, quicker, all I've got to do is basically put the other pump on there. So, yeah. ball valve there in case I need to, in case I want to put that on anywhere on the line. But to be honest, at the minute I'm not quite sure how I'm going to plumb it, other than I've just described the water coming straight out of the pond. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's not really a lot more to show you on this part of the build, because I'm not going to be doing a lot more until I can actually get this on the side of the pond and start playing with it. But any suggestions, if you can see any schoolboy errors in what I'm planning at the minute, then please drop me a note in the comments. Otherwise I'm going to crack on with this, and at some point in the spring we'll get this this bad boy up and running. So that's it from the shed for now. I'll catch you in a bit if I do anything remotely exciting. Cheers. So just because I can't stop messing when I start, you'll see that I've now put the other pump controller in. So I've got my 18,000 litre and 12,000 litre that are in the individual unit. That is the controller for the Bakki Shower, which will basically be sitting just the other side of that wall. So yeah, just another bit done, out the way. And as I say, as soon as you get the nicer weather coming, hopefully not too long, then I'll put the Bakki Shower in position to start doing some plumbing.